Steiny was telling me, yes, he just starts laughing.
What did he tell you?
So he told me a story. I think he told it off the mics. He said there was a time that he was pissed off at you guys back when you were playing for SMU, and he didn't show up to the rink for a week.
Yeah.
And yet you won 2 games or something without him even being there because you guys went out the night before on a game day or something to the bar, and he was pissed. Well, how do you remember this story?
Yeah, so that was 2002, the year we had won the Atlantic Championships, and I can't go too far into detail on it all. I guess I can a little bit. So we had lost to Acadia on a Sunday afternoon. That's when the AUS sometimes had Sunday afternoon games.
Okay. The Forum?
No, we were at the
SMU rink.
The SMU rink.
Yeah.
And we had lost a game, and Stani had said no going out, and no going out. We always had 11:30 practice, Monday, Wednesdays, Friday, Tuesday, Thursdays was at 5:30. So we have a little house party, and the boys are going pretty good at the house party. Actually, it was at our house where I lived, and there was 5 of us living in the house. So we all had the itch to go downtown. So we ended up the entire team, and it was a rare night where the entire team was together. We had lost, and we had just went from Tower Road to just down the end of Atlantic Street to have a little bit of a party. So we end up going downtown, and the quietest, one of the nicest guys on our team got into a little bit of a fight. He was overserved, and he got pushed in the bar and bloody nose. So as you know, you've been on a hockey team before when you're with 20 of your best buddies, your best friends, and so, yeah, we got in a little bit of trouble, and Steiny, his cousin, is one of the Halifax police. He was on the Halifax police. So I was the captain of the team then, and ended up going to the hospital with this player who had needed stitches, and it was late at night, and it was so it was so in the hospital, and as you know, when you're drinking, they don't stitch somebody up if they're still drunk, intoxicated. So this player was, and so he's got to sober up before they stitch him up. So they stitch him up, and it's like 8:00 in the morning, and this player and I are in a cab and take him to his house. And so before I was even in bed, the phone rings, and it was the assistant coach called and said, Tyler Nogler. He was so Noggs was the assistant coach. He said, "You guys better get up here." And so we got up to Steiny's office at St. Mary's, and he knew the whole story before I could even tell him. So Steiny's like, "You guys don't want to listen." And I was the captain. "You don't want to listen to me?" He goes, "You coach the team." So true to Steiny's form, he didn't show up. So we had to run the practice, and so we weren't sure if Steiny was going to show up on the Friday. I think Steiny showed up Friday.
I think he said in the text this morning he did show up on a Friday to give lines or something.
Yeah, so we had no idea if he was going to show up, and I think he showed up 5 minutes before warm-up. And so he – and to a long story short, our team went on a heck of a winning streak. I think we had 10 out of 15 wins, 10 out of 15 games to finish the season. We were close, and we ended up winning the AUS finals or AUS championships, beating Dow game 5. But yeah, that was one of Steiny's all-timers. Yeah,
his tactics, that's crazy. Didn't show up, and he still had the job.
Yeah. Well, he could do that. He was he
was a legend at the time.
You know what?
Then.
He just knew the right buttons to push with us, with and I, obviously you couldn't do that today in today's game, but that was 2002, and that's an all-timer.